Right, so before we get started writing your introductory paragraph today, we're going to clear up some common misconceptions that people had in their Cell L paragraphs. The first thing I want you to do is answer this question on your handout. So what is Islam? Is it a person, a place, a concept, or a thing? All right, so let's talk about this. So Islam, it's not a person. A person that follows Islam is called a Muslim. So Islam is not a place. It's not a place you can go to. Islam started in the Middle East, but it's not a place. Islam is not a thing. It's not something that you can touch or hold. It's actually a concept. It's a concept because it's a religion. It's not an object that we can pick up. It's an idea. So Islam is a concept. So remember that Islam is the religion of the Muslims. It is a monotheistic faith, or a faith with one God, regarded as revealed through Muhammad as the prophet of Allah. Muslims are people who follow the religion of Islam. And ISIS, or Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, is a known terrorist organization of Islamic extremists. Remember, only about 0.002% of Muslims are in ISIS. Pause the video now if you need to take any notes on your handout so you make sure you can use these terms correctly in your essay. One quick fact before we move on. According to the FBI, 94% of terrorist attacks carried out in the United States from 1980 to 2005 have been by non-Muslims, which means people who are not Muslims. This means that an American terrorist suspect is over 9 times more likely to be a non-Muslim than a Muslim. So what's the point of an introductory paragraph? What's the purpose and what should it include? Go ahead and share about these questions with a partner and then write some things down on your handout. One minute left. All right, you should be wrapping up your conversation and writing down anything that you need to write down that you discussed with your partners on your handout. All right, moving on. So, what should an introductory paragraph include? Well, it should start with an interesting hook that grabs the reader's attention, such as a startling fact, a hypothetical situation, which is something that could happen that is used as an example, or a question that makes the reader think. So now you're going to have 2 minutes to brainstorm with your group. Think of a few hooks with your group and write them down on your handout. Or 1 minute left. All right, start wrapping up your conversation and make sure you wrote down a few ideas for your hook. All right, moving on. An introductory paragraph should start with an interesting hook that grabs the reader's attention, and then next you should provide some background information that helps the reader understand the topic you are about to discuss. You have learned a lot about Islam in English and in history class. What do you know about the religion of Islam, Muslim people, and the way others perceive or think about or view the Islamic religion? You have 2 minutes to discuss this with your partner. Jot down some notes about possible background information with your group. All right, you have 1 minute left. All right, wrap up what you're talking about and make sure you have written down some notes on your handout about possible background information you can use in your introductory paragraph with your group. So an introductory paragraph should start with an interesting hook that grabs the reader's attention, provide some background information that helps the reader understand the topic you are going to discuss, and then end with a thesis that summarizes the major claims you will make in your essay. So does your thesis summarize all of the claims you wrote on the left side of your X box? Have a partner check your thesis. All right, you have 1 minute left. Make sure you take into account whatever feedback your partner gives you and that you revise and edit your thesis accordingly. So, do you got it? If not, you can rewind this video. Otherwise, you should begin writing your introductory paragraph on Google Classroom.